Hi everybody, it's me Lagarlaxon, also known as Chino and Artie. Today I'm going to be making a review of a few games that I enjoyed growing up playing. This is actually about some adventure games that I played and strategy games. Let me grab this one more title from my collection that I actually played when I was growing up. Let me start off with The Longest Journey. Yes, this is the first Longest Journey game. There was actually it spawned to a sequel and became a web series chapters. This is the second release, but it's still part one. The second release is only 2 CDs. If you have the original bigger box, it actually has 4 CDs, but now it's compressed into 2 CDs because it became a value software. I bought it for $19.99 at Fry's Electronics. This is a fun point-and-click adventure. Very, very fun game. Too bad this copy does not work on Windows 98. Windows 8 or Windows 10. It does work on Windows 7 for some, great reason. So, they came out with the sequel, Dreamfall. It's set in Spain. I love this game. She does look like the girl I'm dating. But this is actually a great game. I waited a year later after the game's release. The game was actually expensive. It was actually $59.99, but it was just a game. A year later, I ended up buying it, the Game of the Year edition. And the Game of the Year edition, in a fine print, I didn't know it came with the soundtrack and the Longest Journey DVD, meaning it came with part 1 in one package. It's really the best copy you can get. And it has so many awards from 2006. This is a great game. Look, I mean, what's inside the box is, of course, is a clamshell. And, open up. I'm drinking some hot cocoa and marshmallow. So, when you open it, it doesn't have instruction manual. But, I don't know why when I opened it, it came with blue electronic cigarette matches. It's kind of weird, but I just kept it in there. I smoke Parliaments. If you smoke cigarettes, try my brand. Alright, this is part 1, and this is the sequel, and this is the original orchestral soundtrack. It's really cool. I got 2 DVDs and a CD soundtrack. It's out of the box one of the greatest adventure games ever made since the video game Blade Runner. And there was also another game just like this. It was called The Moment of Silence. It was released by the same company called The Adventure Company. This was a great game. It's an investigative thriller, The Moment of Silence. There were other games like that that I enjoyed playing that are adventures. Still Life. They actually made a sequel to this. This was a fun game. It's kind of like Resident Evil, but it's a point-and-click game, though. It's really a survival horror and puzzles. Then, since I talked about these adventure games, now I'm going to be talking about strategy games. I personally enjoyed Command and Conquer. I used to play online with the original Command and Conquer game, okay? The very, very first one. When I say the first one, it's after they developed Dune 2. Not Doom, Dune, D-U-N-E. I actually have the original box. I already made a review of it. This is the original Command and Conquer. The original. This is not Windows. This is a pure DOS version of the game. So you get to, when you play the DOS version of the game, you get to, your interface, you get to disable your interface to get a good viewpoint of your enemies and your troops, while the Windows version is in higher resolution, so you cannot able to disable it. So when you compare the DOS, I like the DOS version. It has better full motion video, while you play the Windows version, the video is interlaced. But here are some rare rare PC games that are very, very fun. Let me talk about World War III Black Gold. Now, this is an indie title. I don't know why I would call it an indie title. One, when this game is released, the price on this game was $1. Yes. This game is $1. I bought it for, all you have to do is just buy 1 copy, and you have 16 serial numbers to multiplay and play against your friends. The graphics on this is decent. I mean, this game is released by Topware. I bought this at the Dollar Tree, and it was cheap. It was a 99-cent game, basically. It was $1, and it was a great treat. It was a good game. But so I really like military games. I like strategy games that's really realistic, like Command and Conquer. So that's really cool. But before StarCraft 2, you know, full 3D, there is Act of War. All right, Act of War. This was the DVD ROM edition. This is actual gameplay graphics, supposedly, because it says it right there in actual in-game graphics. No, that's actually false advertisement. But this is a fun game. During installation, it has a very viral video showing that a little bit of propaganda of what's going on, and it's really a fun game. When you open it up, I actually got to tell you the truth. I bought 5 copies of this game because I had 5 computers in my hold on, let me lay this down. I actually bought 5 copies of this game. Yes, can you believe I have 5 copies of this game, Act of War, Part 1. It says Atari on it, and Atari is trying to break through in 2005 with their game. Now this is what you get inside the box. Alright, inside the box you get an Atari catalog of what games they released. Okay, I'm gonna get there. Alright, Alienware. Is it Alienware? No, it's called Planet Computers, because Alienware uses NVIDIA graphics. This game supports it also shows the best-selling novel. This game, I gotta tell you something about this game. This game does not run well on NVIDIA graphics. That's what's inside the box. See, that's the manual. And then this is your keyboard control scheme and troops. Has a layout. It's like a poster. It's not a poster, but it's a layout for all your infantry, your enemies, your task force talent, your U.S. Army. Yes. It shows all who they are, and vehicles and barracks. But that's what's inside this box. And then here's the CD. It's not in a jewel case. It's in a CD sleeve. And then there's a jet, and it shows the Capitol building behind it. And then there's the DVD. Yes, no joke. I actually bought 5 copies of this game. And then it shows Roller Coaster, Tycoon, and all Atari base games. Axis Ally. And it's cool to see. Look, there's Act of War. Oh, wow. That's supposed to be the original box cover art, but this is the final cut. But this is the box cover, but it's not. Shadow Ops, I actually have that game. It's somewhere in my collection. I gotta dig to it. It's a first-person shooter. It's actually so arcade-ish. Demon's Stone I don't have. I wanted that game. I wanted this game too because to benchmark my computer. Civilization Complete, and of course ATI. Yep, they sold me out. I swear they bought me. They literally sold. I literally buy ATI products now. I'm gonna talk about that after I do this review. Oh yeah, like I was saying, I bought 5 of these because I had 5 computers. Here's another copy. Here's one more. Because I had 5 computers and I wanted to go against my friends about it because this is before StarCraft 2 and it's amazing graphics. And that time I was using an NVIDIA GT 9800 GT, and that's the only way I can actually accelerate my graphics because this game is specifically designed for ATI, AMD ATI graphics. But there's a drawback. I'm going to get there about it too. And when you see, they've actually made a sequel, but it's more of an expansion pack. They made the expansion pack, and then later on they released a standalone pack, Act of War High Treason. This one is more urban based, which I enjoyed the beginning missions because this one is set in Washington DC and deserts and stuff like that. But this one you actually be in a building, and it's more lighter, the box, because all you get is, it's not as a big deal as the first. Let me see what's inside it. It's not much. There we go. That's it. That's all you get. And the manual, a black and white manual, and a CD case for it. And this is the High Treason. And there you go. That's all it is. The installation guide, and it expects you to play the first game. But I remember they were selling a 2-pack. I like the box art, but I didn't want to buy the same game I already have, especially having 5 copies of the first. But there is a drawback about this game. You're not able to play it on Windows 10 or Windows 8 nor Windows 7. The reason why is that this game, maximum for you to have memory is only 4 gigs of RAM. You cannot play this game if you have 8 gigs. It really sucks. There was no patch out there to make this game current. I really want them to bring this game back. I really want Atari or somebody in the community to make this game work today. These 2 games are one of the best strategy games I played before StarCraft 2. The controls are exactly the same, but this time instead of dealing with aliens, you're dealing with terrorists. Now, before StarCraft 2, Sega was trying to beat them to the punch. They had Universe at War, Earth Assault. This game is before StarCraft 2, and I love the graphics because Sega games are, when they make games, Sega does not use high demanding what's that called? They don't really demand too much on your hardware, so it's actually a good game. So it says right there, wait, speak of the devil, if you can't wait for another year for StarCraft 2, Telegraph and Sega have what you're looking for. Wow. Well, this game came out before Blizzard's StarCraft 2. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. This is a retro review for Active War. I love this game. One of the best games. And also Universe at War. I'll put you back in my collection. Then World War 3. I think you can still find this in the dollar store. It's only a 99-cent game. And now you can get it on the internet for free. It's free to download. So my next review that I'm going to do, because LGR Gaming already made this review, but check out my review on Iron Blood in my channel. This is a fun game, kind of like Mega Man. But there's another game that, if you heard of this company, Take-Two. Take-Two is a very nice company, distributed by GameTech. They made Bureau 13. Yeah, this is a fun game too. I'll be making a review about this later on. This is a fun game. You guys gotta check it out. I got 2 versions of this game. This version I have right here is a 3.5 floppy, and all you get is gameplay. Now, forgive the box. Oh God, it got torn up. But this is the CD-ROM version. The CD-ROM version is better. It has an intro, CD audio track. Well, thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video I made. There are more videos I'm going to be making for unboxing. I actually have physical copies. Most of these games now can be downloaded at GOG.com. Check that out. It's a website for you to purchase video games, 100% no DRM protection. Okay, so that's a recommended site. I don't buy my games too much in Steam, but I do enjoy GOG because I'm able to back it up on my terabyte hard drive. But thank you guys for watching.